What's going on, y'all? I'm back. So, I just want to give y'all a little update. For one, my allergies are kicking my butt. So, forgive me for all the coughing and the sneezing. Two, um, I want to say like a month ago, I came on here and I was tripping talking about deleting my Facebook, um, just complaining about a lot of stuff about how I don't have support, I don't have this, I don't have that, and pretty much I was just being negative, and but at the same time I needed that time away from the social media, just to just to get more in tune with myself, spend more time with my children, and just and I'm still growing, I'm still working, but pretty much work on being more positive and not being so negative about not having support and not having this and not having that. I got tired of feeling so angry. I got tired of feeling down, feeling depressed, and um, honestly, it started rubbing off on my kids, and so um, I just decided, like I said, to cut social media out for a little while to grow, work on myself, spend more time with my kids. Oh, excuse me. And been just trying to, stay on my hustle, stay on my grind, and, not be so down about companies or different, jobs that I can't have due to scheduling or, the lack of support, so um, pretty much been doing my own thing, and I've just been trying to stay more positive and motivated, and communicate with my therapist more, and the ones that's very close in my life and that push me to be positive and whatnot. So um, another thing, my children, they're happy. Like my daughter, she's a daddy's girl. They're happy. They're well taken care of. We have a roof over our head. We have clothes, food. No, I'm not where I want to be. Yes, I feel like I could do so much better, but at the same time, I'm making the steps to get better and do better, and acknowledging the fact that I was being negative, I was tripping, just talking out the side of my neck, and a part of me was holding on to that, and I had to just let go. I got to a point where I just got tired of being angry, being frustrated, and feeling withdrawn, and focusing on the wrong things, and like not having support or not having friends, or like I got my kids, they're happy, so I should be happy with that. And there's much more that I should be happy about versus looking at all the negative and the bad. So I've been working on that a lot, and like I said, I've just been planning as I go, and some of my plans haven't worked out, some of them have, but I've been learning how to not beat up on myself. I've been beating up on myself for years, worrying about my background, that I've been holding myself back for years. And so I'm here to say that little by little I'm growing. I'm progressively doing better. Like I said, my children, they're happy, they're well taken care of, and so that's pretty much it. And I don't know how often I will be on here to do updates, but I will definitely do more updates. And when I do my updates, be looking forward to positive updates. Y'all would never, I'm not gonna say never, y'all will most likely not get any negative, not comments, but posts on here. Like if I feel some type of way, I will keep it to myself or reach out to, the ones that I know who to reach out to when I'm feeling some type of way versus excuse me, coming on here and lashing out, you know, because that's negative, and it's negative energy for my children too, you know. So and even when they're at daycare, like just bringing them home to that that energy is unhealthy, you know. So like I said, I'm still growing. I've been, you know, trying to just, you know, I had to pretty much like kind of shut everybody out, kind of shut the world out, you know, and just really get more in tune with myself and just, like I said, engage more with my therapist, open up more with my therapist, and just, you know, like I said, I'm, you know, working on the positive, you know. So y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all. Whether y'all comment, don't comment, you know, the ones that view my excuse me, my videos, I really appreciate y'all's support. So once again, y'all have a good night. And like I said, man, look forward to positive posts when I come on here. So I'm out. Y'all have a good night.